Gamma, why are you cleaning my room? Ah, I see. Carry on. I mean, it's my job. You weren't here. It's room service. Huh? This was in the trash. Yes, it's a magic wand, and no, I didn't drop it. I threw it out. Why are you just looking at me like that? I don't want it. I just hurry up and get it out of here. I mean, you are a witch. Don't you need it? You're such a pain. You don't understand. The first thing about this human, I don't want it. Technically, we're not really human. We're technically a chimera type hybrid, but okay. Oh, come on. Don't give me that. Weren't you watching? Nothing happens after I waved it. I even tried different spells. This is just a stupid piece of wood. Don't you think? But it looks great. But it looks great and even seems to invoke power when you hold it. I guess so, but it does have a nice pattern to it. I'll flatter her. I guess she didn't take flattery. Don't talk to me like you honestly know something about it. You don't even know what it's really worth. And if it's actually worth something, why wouldn't you just sell it instead of just tossing it? Whatever, if you want it, you can have it. Oh. Can we cast magic spells now? No? Okay. Hey everybody, it's Gamma Lad, and welcome back to Let's Play Little Dragon's Cafe. That actually happened to me while I was just off-screen doing some stuff, and I didn't want it to trigger that event. It said check back in the cafe at night. It's mid-afternoon, so why would I think that? See how the cafe is doing tomorrow evening. A proud noble orc. Well, at least I know what it means by evening. It doesn't necessarily mean nighttime. Oh well. It's kind of a shame right now, because in the Let's Play, I don't have much I can really show you guys in terms of new stuff. I mean, I have found a new... Actually, no, I think we found the new shrimp cocktail recipe on screen. So there really isn't much I can really delve into at the moment without progressing the story. And at the moment, it just makes the game boil down to constantly going back and forth. Gathering materials and cooking new stuff. Now, to be frank, that's not a bad thing. I am enjoying this bit of repetitivity. It's actually gives me the same type of charm that, again, that the Bokujo series does. While it's not as fleshed out by any means, it's still an enjoyable time. Well, I can probably talk about this now because by this point, at least I'm hoping, the review should be up of this game, so I can probably talk a bit more about my whole thought process about this game. Without spoiling my own review. If you haven't seen it already, go ahead and check it out. There should be a link to it in the end card of this video. But I really do think, again, that this game is a nice return to form for Yasuhiro Wada. And it really makes me hope that with this game, it'll do well enough for him to make a sequel. And to do, well, maybe even more ideas with this type of story campaign. I have a dozen ideas I can think of how I would love to see a Little Dragon's Cafe 2, or whatever a sequel to this game will be called. And I may make a video about that in the future, talking about what new things could be added to make this game all the more better. At first, I was a bit critical on this game for the lack of monetary things you can get in this game, and it's more so based around the story of the people who stay in your cafe. And I honestly really do like that. And it would have been nice to have more management stuff, but again, it's really cool for what we have, so I'm not going to complain overly too much. That said, actually, I don't know what I was going to say after that. This is why I don't do live. I rarely do off-the-cuff commentary videos, like I did with the Little Dragon's Cafe and First Impressions video. I like to keep things scripted, but I will occasionally do some First Impressions type videos. I wanted to do one for this game because it really spoke to me. I am really enjoying it. It's just a shame that the Switch version is very choppy. As of recording this, I'm not aware of any patch that's going to fix it. I know I reported a glitch I had found to Axis, and after I did that, there was a patch for the game, on the Switch at least, but outside of that, I haven't really noticed anything different. No, Ari, get back to work. We have customers. Thanks for the rice. Thanks for the flour. Oh, wait. Give me the bacon. Oh, you mean to talk with your hands full. No, the game says the customers can occasionally ask for takeout, but I haven't yet to have a customer ask for takeout. Unless when they say I would love to have, you know, a second helping of this, that's what they mean with the takeout dish or something. I'm not entirely sure on that, but hey, we're gonna have to keep moving on ahead. So, in the meantime, not much else is gonna be happening tonight. I'm gonna cut ahead till tomorrow evening, where we, well, can progress the story a bit more. Now, what's he dancing about? For every flavor a melody, for every dish a song. Getting on this one. Monsieur or madame, to whom does this plate belong? Excusez-moi, c'est moi. I can't speak French. Yeah, she seems to be upset, or she wants her food. Hello, young Celeste. What brings you here? I was just noticing that a mere human like you seem to be having so much fun cooking. Excuse me, I've already told you. I am not a human, I am an orc. And please, don't mistake me for a goblin either. Oh. I suppose you wouldn't know anything about this since you're only a witch. In this society, referring to me as an orc or a goblin doesn't make much of a difference. But goblins are evil. Being mistaken for one is an issue for me. I've had rocks thrown at me by people who thought that I was a goblin. Really? Yeah, because he probably couldn't get the goblin armor to fit on someone. If you get that reference, 10 points to you. It's true, they would hurl stones, sharp rocks at me, yelling insults and telling me to leave. There's also another type of creature called the Uruk. We're essentially the same, but the Uruks think they're a superior race. Oh boy, tackling racism in this game. They spend so much of their time trying to put us down. Ugh, it is simply infuriating. I didn't know humans had issues like this between their own races. Celeste, I've told you, I am not human. I'm an orc. You just don't get it, do you? Sure, keep pouting. In any case, that's my story. Wait, so if you're an orc, then what am I now? I'm not really a witch without my magic, and I'm not a human, so it seems like the choice is yours. I am proud, noble orc, and I fully believe it. You can be the witch you want to be if you so believe. A proud, noble witch, if I so believe. Lucola. What insolent from a mere human to give me unsolicited advice? His story, was a bit upsetting. What kind of person would want to inflict pain on others just because of the ways they look? We're only different on the outside, so why do others treat each other so harshly because of it? Well, I don't know. This is a good lesson for you. I'm about to say the music kept playing. I was like, oh no, more events? Let's see, what else is gonna happen next? Oh, strong and healthy. Look and see how the cafe is doing tomorrow during daylight. Well, maybe chapter 3 is coming to a pretty much abrupt close. Because it seems like, Celeste may be on her way to becoming back a normal witch. I'm not gonna cut ahead because this episode is quite, short. Also, if the first part of this episode had a bit of an audio issue, my genius self, forgot to turn off the microphone in my Elgato capture device. So my computer was picking up. Sorry, Elgato was recording me and the gameplay. So when I realized what had happened, I turned it off, and hopefully I'll be able to edit it away to be in a way where it doesn't sound as that jarring. But yeah, if this episode sounds a bit different, that is why. We'll see how that goes for that. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and see what's gonna happen next. So I'll meet you guys back here tomorrow morning. You like pancakes. These people just don't understand our love for pancakes. A new guest! That's interesting. I've never seen you in here, Mr. Dog Person. Okay, no. By all means. That means I gotta start making more for people instead of the 3 old guys. There are lots of animal trails in the forest, so be careful. It says he's a regular, but I've never seen him in here before. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to keep a better eye out on our staff to make sure they don't, you know, slack off too much. Many usually call us witches frail. Frail? People who think we can't lift heavy items, run fast, and other physical, demanding tasks. I mean, to be honest, they're not totally wrong. What do you mean? Well, in order to use an advanced magic, it takes hundreds of long years of training. There isn't enough time in the world to learn everything, no matter how hard we train. What? That's so long! I guess all that training doesn't leave you with a lot of time to work out. I mean, I guess? I feel like you can probably squeeze in some cardio here and there. Oh, so that's why so many witches are scrawny old ladies. That isn't something I want for myself. A strong, healthy witch, that's what I will become. That's my dream. So, you'd like to set yourself apart from everyone's idea of a witch, is that it? Isn't learning magic enough for a witch like you? Why do you want to be physically strong, too? It's because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose, that's why. Lose? To who? I suppose she'd rather not say. Lucola, you're an orc. Why do you hang around humans? Well, now for you to ask such a personal question so directly, you must have a lot on your mind. But if I had to answer you, it would be because I don't dislike them, I suppose. In other words, you like humans, right? Billy's checking you out. That's kind of creepy. There's this old witch that used to watch after me. I really liked her. I called her Granny. But there was one thing about her that I couldn't accept. Granny always sided with humans. She loves them. I don't understand why she never ignored those inferior humans. Just because you guys can live for hundreds of years does not mean you're superior. I would tell her that all the time, but she would just call me a poor child. I always thought to myself, what does she know? One day, Granny invited me over to eat with her. After I saw the kind of food she was serving, I gagged. It was human food. I remember how disgusting it was, how foul. My hands trembled in anger. I mean, if it was pancakes, your granny's got great taste. Are you mocking me? Why are you serving me this human garbage? I yelled. After that, I told her off and I ran out into the storm. That was the night the lightning struck me. Maybe it was some sort of punishment. Do you remember the name of the dish Granny tried to serve you? How could I forget? Country-style eel is what she called it. And man, I'm happy we grabbed some eel while I was off screen. If it was wrong of me to refuse her kindness, then you mustn't be feeling a lot of regret inside. Regret? Maybe. If that's true, then. Now, maybe the perfect moment for you to try some of that dish. What? Right now? That's a great idea! Everyone was eavesdropping. Really? This isn't anything to be surprised about when you're in this cafe. I don't understand. We'll make it for you. Isn't that right? Yes, leave it to us, Lucola. Gamma, let's make the country-style eel. Oh, you know I will. I just need to find a recipe for it. Oh, grilled split fish 1. Interesting. Okay, get 2 recipes to 2 boxes. And a person from the witch's village in the forest. Oh, okay. There's a witch's village in the forest we can go to about this. That's interesting. I'm gonna head out over there to see that. I'm glad the story thing tells you where the recipe is. I was like, I have no clue where to go for that. Let's see. No, nothing went down there. The forest. I'm trying to remember which, I guess the forest is that greenery area, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, let me go ahead and harvest this stuff. Plenty of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and head over to the forest. I mean, that looks like a forest. I mean, I don't see what any other place it would be. Hold on, let me double check. It said... Countryside eel, get the recipes fragments from the 2 boxes and the person from the witch's forest. I guess there'll be boxes in the forest? Question mark? I don't know. Well, we're about to find out, so I'll meet you guys back here when I find this witch's village. Oh, is that supposed to be the witch? Some, village this is. Hello? Oh, from the witch's village. Give me a fried fish. Sure, I got one on hand. Alright, oh, I got all 4 fragments, too. Nice. We can go ahead and cook this right away. I guess I had found them while I was, exploring around without even realizing it. Hey, I ain't complaining about that. Let's go talk to Pappy and whip this up. While off screen, I went to one of the other fishing spots, in an earlier video, and I got quite a few eels, so I don't have to worry about going to hunt them down. They're actually very common to get. Alright, go ahead and restore this recipe. Alright, country-style eel, okay. That looks pretty interesting, to say the least. Something happened? Okay, that was just a weird sound. Every time I hear that exclamation mark-like sound, I'm confused as to, oh no. Am I gonna be tackled for my food? Alright, let's go ahead and cook this up right now. Let's see, where is it? Country-style eel. We need an eel, a radish, and soy sauce. She likes things spicy, so let's add a bit of pepper to it. I messed that up horribly. Well, it was 4 stars at least. Here you are, your eel. It looks Eely great. Come on, try it. You'll feel elated once you eat it. I don't know if I can do this. She's not going to eat it. What should we do? Gamma worked so hard to make it, too. To each their own. There isn't much we can do about it. Perhaps we should just clean up. Alright, but hey, so it's just the sight of it that grosses you out. Have you tried not looking at it? Huh? Well, I suppose I just close my eyes and take in the aroma. What? Is something wrong? Its aroma makes me feel so nostalgic. I don't know why. Maybe you need another whiff so you can figure it out. Oh. Do you remember? Yes, it's the same exact smell as that was from Granny's. Wait, actually, I think it's the smell I recognize from my childhood. Why didn't I ever notice this back then? Perhaps it was because you were too busy allowing your biases to influence you. I think that's all the more reason to try it now. You're right, especially when all of you worked so hard to make this for me, but you wouldn't eat my pancakes. I'm actually very upset. Above everything else, isn't it time you do something about it, all this guilt you feel towards Granny? I'll try it. It's delicious! This, my dear Celeste, is the very human dish you've been scoffing at. Not only is it delicious, but it's also packed with nutrients, and that's not all. This is the kind of dish that's best served with a sad heart on a downcast soul. It brings you joy in every bite. I may be off, but is it possible your granny tried to serve this seat whenever you were feeling down? Ooh. She knew that this dish would pick you up when you needed it. She knew it would recharge both body and soul. Perhaps it was a recipe given to her in her youth by her own granny. Or perhaps it was a human who served this dish to your granny. Perhaps the reason your granny likes humans so much lies in the spirit of this dish. Well, I guess we'll never know. The witch's village. Hint. Tired from all the cooking? Should go to sleep soon. Oh, okay. I don't know if I want to call this an episode, because we're getting really, Eely close to the end of this chapter. So I think we'll keep playing it by ear for a bit longer and see what happens. So I'll meet you guys back here on the next day. Now, I could just go to bed now. The only thing it does is, if you go to bed early, it's of very little consequence. So what I found out is by going to bed early, you just miss out on any customers you'd have gotten from the evening. The game does not do it without you, which is really weird. It's Eely weird in so many ways. So it makes it's like skipping a bunch of days seem like, you know, inconsequential. Yeah, bit weird. Because if I were to go to bed now when she's done eating, I would only have served, like, you know, one additional guest. I actually have to wonder, though, if our reputation keeps getting bigger and bigger, will we be able to get people to come in, actually, during lunch? We'll find out. So, actually, yeah, let's just go to bed now, and I'll just show off what happens when you try ending a day prematurely. See, staff work was critical. Only had one customer, but yet people were satisfied. It's really weird how the game determines this. Are you really going now, Celeste? Yes, you know, I finally understand how clouded my mind was being because of these biases I held. Where'd your hat go, though? I really did believe witches were better than humans. I was convinced of it. But I found that this world can still be enjoyed without magic, with the help of the cafe. There was another sort of magic I found in a place like this, but one that didn't need any spells. Even if I stayed like this forever, I'd be fine. In the end, I'm still a proud and noble witch. That's right. Thank you, Lucola. Well, all right, it's time. What will you do next? What will you do next? I kept wanting to say, which will you do next time? I'm going back to the witch's village. I'll be seeing you. Oh wait, Gamma says you forgot something. Here, take your wand back. My wand. You humans. I mean, while you were my type, it is time for you to go home. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for not throwing it away. Why don't you try it? Maybe your magic is back. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it if you're all back to normal now. Especially since you had the time of your life in this cafe. You're absolutely right. I ate a delicious meal that was just filled with human kindness, too. Alright, I'll show you. I'm going to turn that dragon into a mouse, okay? Wait, whoa, we need him to be normal. What? Draco into a mouse? Don't do it! Mus modus parvus, dragon your sire to denounce, turn into a mouse! Ah. Well, phew. Looks like I still can't do it. I was kind of expecting the opposite spell to come to effect, where the dragon would just like get bigger. I'll be going now. Here's to hoping I see you all again. Oh well. Look at how that once human-hating witch is smiling. Her cute smile is bringing a smile on me too. The more those folks smile, the more everyone's begin to change. And maybe it's all thanks to Draco. Alright, well, we finished chapter 3 and reputation has increased. Let's see, is it enough to... Not quite enough to get the next story going. Okay. Well, oh, the runaway, that's an interesting new chapter. Next time on Let's Play Little Dragon's Cafe, we'll be going forward and hopefully starting off Chapter 4. If you enjoyed this episode, by all means leave a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of the series so far, and if you haven't done so already, check out the other episodes in this series. And as always everyone, this is Gamalad, signing off.